fans, I'm back, leading the autumn programmes on BBC Three with the most expensive series ever to come out of this bureaucratic dump. Roland.
So where are we going?
Further than we've ever gone before.
Report. Structural latching system integrity breached.
Prepare to take us out of here, number one.
Fire up the engines, half impulse till we clear the nebula, then punch it up to warp 9.
Ready phasers, load forward torpedo bays. Engage.
Homo sapiens. What an inventive, invincible species. It's only a few million years since they crawled up out of the mud and learned to walk. Puny, defenseless bipeds. They've survived flood, famine, and plague. They've survived cosmic wars and holocausts. Now, here they are, out among the stars, waiting to begin a new life, ready to outsit eternity. They're indomitable.
Yes, indeed, indomitable. That's kind of what Tom Baker had to do until he got the role of Doctor Who. He was just kind of biding his time. Like, you know, he was making tea as a navvy on a building site. Like, he was being a priest. He was just kind of biding his time until he could be Doctor Who. Right? How old? He was like in his late 40s, I think, wasn't he? Tom Baker, age when became Doctor Who. I should really just start using ChatGPT to ask these questions. He was 40, right? He was 40. He had to like call his heels for 40 bloody years. That's a long time, man. That's a long time before he could do what he was, his basic life purpose. And yeah, God bless him. I think he did a good job. So you are going to save me a couple of $100 right now because I am not going to a therapist. I'm going to speak this out here, right? Because I am having trouble dealing with the normies, right? The normies all think they're normal, right? I just don't see any logic in this whatsoever, right? It's just like, it's doing my head in. So, you know, I've spoken about this many times. So the reason I did this came up. I got this series that I'm running on Rumble as a live stream. It's pre-recorded from a couple of years ago called The 48 Ways to Wisdom. And it's doing pretty well. The 48 Ways to Wisdom they're like 10-minute videos. And there's this from codification on Jewish law, goes back a couple of thousand years, called the Mishnah, right? And in that one of those bits of it, they list 48 ways to acquire greatness, acquire wisdom. And so my rabbi of blessed memory, Rabbi Noach Weinberg, he developed a whole system around it called the 48 Ways to Wisdom, and he basically did this like short version, a way a day, right? So that's what I'm doing, and it's going very well, right? It's very well. So I want to do something similar, right? To go to continue, because this finishes in when the Jewish holiday of Shavuos happens. Shavuos, the holiday of cheesecake of Nagila. I actually love cheesecake, so I'm looking forward to that. In fact, I'm like trying to really. Am I on diet or am I just eating well? Probably the same thing, right? Probably the same thing. You know, to like prepare for the oncoming holiday of the lactose intolerance. But it's awesome, right? Because you normally, if you're of the Ashkenazi persuasion, you normally have dairy. So I'm excited. I like having dairy. We had dairy on Friday night. I know I'm getting old, mate. I'm getting old. Anyway, I digress. I'm trying dealing with the normies. They're doing my head in. Right, so I want to do a series called on Lashon Hara, which is the laws of speech, which is it's like an Eskimo talking about snow. It's like when you go into like the inner workings of what speech is, which you get there by learning these laws, right? It's a really interesting fusion of physical and metaphysical. Right, because speech can be measured, and you need instruments to measure it, but it has a physical existence, but it's intangible, right? It's where it's a very like holy level of thing. That's why speech is so incredibly holy, right? It's reserved really for us, right? I think the angels have speech as well, I believe, right? But speech is a very holy thing that one has. So the laws are very, are interesting. Also, I feel it's like the legal representation of the fundamental core of reality, of Judaism and reality, right? Which is God, right? I believe God's real, right? And I believe God is one, which means God is infinite, infinite, right? There's no end, there's no beginning, there's only God. Your brain can't conceive of it, right? Your brain can't conceive of it. So essentially the reason this reality exists is where one could believe there is no God. One could believe there is separation between one another, right? And it's all about finding harmony with our differences, right? Because we are all one, right? and I believe like a messianic age is when there is a open proof and belief of God, right? And we all basically work to that goal. Why? What? Not because God needs your worship, because it makes you happy, right? It actualizes you, gives you a better life, right? Which these laws of lashon hara, of evil speech, really represent, right? Because they're a pain in the ass, but they make your life better, and they make your environment better, make your community better. So, like, here's the thing, though. Now, when I became religious, right, I was in my late teens, early 20s, right? I was, so like 91, late 91, I believe, right? Lashon Hara, this thing was like a big thing. Like, everybody knew about it, right? It was really important, right? It might still be. I don't know, right? I don't know, because I'm living in this bizarroville reality, right? So, they had this like daily learning programs of it. That's why it was a thing. It was a thing. It was like, people were always very mindful of it, right? And again, they might still be. I bloody know. But anyway, I digress. Because because I got accosted by this bloke who's a friend of mine, right, a couple of weeks ago outside my synagogue. It just blew my mind, right? Because we used to have a rabbi around here, a former rabbi, around here. That there was a group of people who consider themselves more religious. I think the community, they figured that, I think they consider themselves the more the elder statesmen, religious leaders of the community, right? The leaders in Ruchnian. I'm not sure they really were, but I think they consider themselves that, right? Although, look, I have a wacky way of looking at things. Like I view ritualistic Judaism, well, I viewed it personally vital, right? But it's a personal choice. I don't judge somebody's worth based on that, right? It's so dumb to do that, seeing as ritualistic Judaism is replete with imperatives to not let you do that. But still, I think people do it. So anyway, so this guy, to my eye, I mean, like, we all saw it, very, very significantly and publicly transgressed these laws. In fact, and it blew my mind, because this bloke accosted me on the steps of the synagogue, right? Not that we have steps, but yeah, we're outside the synagogue. And it was next day, so this is why my mind is still ringing, right? And it's all kind of like all this is fusing together. We read a bit the Old Testament each week on Sabbath, right, from the Torah scroll in Hebrew, and we actually say it, right? Yeah, was it Los Saint Rechila to Mecca? Right? It's like we actually say it. I was like, it's like it like just rang in my head, did my head in. So here's why I'm having trouble with the normies, right? Because I know they know this, right? I know they know that lashon hara is a thing. I think I know that, right? But they act like I'm being crazy when I say, oh, that former rabbi around there, he did that very publicly, right? And like, look, they think I have an axe to grind, which I probably do. I mean, he did run this like, this defamation campaign about me, which people completely believed. I had no idea how much they freaking believed it. Tell you, authority can tell you up is down and black is white. People will just believe that shit, like blindly. And they don't even know they believe it. They don't even know that's where their attitudes come from, right? So anyway, I remember at the time, this was when I was actually going mentally ill, but like when I was like first confronted with this, like, oh my goodness, I was angry about it. I was like, but like now I'm like an emotionally, what's the word? Sane place, right? I'm not like mad at anyone, right? It's I mean, no more than normal. It's like, who was it? Sid Vicious when he was taken to the hospital, I think with appendicitis. Is I woke up just feeling a little bit more sick than normal. I think that was Sid Vicious. Anyway, so like, it's just like I remember at the time saying, isn't it wild that this person did this thing? So like, and they like, and sane people looked at me like saying, I don't. It was like, if you ever seen Westworld, I love Westworld. They have this thing. It's about robots in a Western themed amusement park, essentially. But the robots are very sophisticated artificial intelligence, right? But they're programmed, if they confront something that their reality doesn't stretch to, right? Like then they're robots or something like that. They can't perceive it. Like if there's a door they shouldn't see, they just don't see anything at all. So it's the same thing, right? It's the same thing. Like people are like, I don't see anything at all. And it's I know a guy, another rabbi, who's a good bloke, okay, genuinely good person, intelligent person, nice person, kind person, religious person, believes in God. I know it's like literally written a book on the subject. I mean, literally written a book on the subject. Was like mates with this guy, right? And there's nobody. Like when I say, oh, this happened very bad. And here's the weird thing. So I'm like, oh, it must be me that's bonkers, right? It must be me that's imagine it all, right? So I talk to people and they're like, oh yeah, that totally happened. I'm like, what the fuck? What? If it happened, I'm like, here's the thing. Did it happen? Did it not happen? Did it happen? Did it not happen? Because if it did happen, this reaction is insane. From everybody apart from me, if God is real. Right? If God is real and we believe in the Bible, we believe in Judaism, this reaction is insane. And the reaction of like going, what? Martian, what? What? No, you're crazy, mate. That never happened. But that happened. Oh, yeah, that happened. Well, that's that. Huh? And really, genuinely, it's my life, mate. It really is my life. It's doing my head in. So the question is, okay, this is my default programming, right? This you would understand what drives Tzvi in my basic default decision making is, what is my next step in the service of God, right? My Avodah Hashem, right? That's really how I think. What is the next? Okay, so I'm presented with this insane reality. I keep checking and I'm not delusional. And boy, would that make my life easier. I'll go, oh, I'm bonkers. And like, everybody wants me to shut the fuck up about this, right? Just shut up. Don't. But I'm like, what's the big deal? Why can't we just. But I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't get the rules, right? That's what it is. I don't get the rules, right? And I don't get the rules. Bottom line. And look, I'm not being malicious, but I'm just like, this makes no freaking sense. It's like, if this thing is important, then we should treat it as important. If this thing is not important, then why does this thing, the word of God, say it is? All right? Do we all agree that it's the word of God? Oh, yeah. Do we all agree it said that? Yeah. Do we all agree that happened? Yeah. Do we agree this is that? What? What? And it really is. And that's the best response I get. The normal response is, you shut your mouth, you cock-sucking cunt. I mean, that really is the normal response I get, right? Not in so many words, but you know how that's how I want to convey it. It's a weird world I'm living in, mate. Weird world. Oh, there you go. See, why would I spend $200 on that? I mean, honestly, took me 15 minutes. What am I going to do for the next 45 minutes? So, do you want to have sex with your mother? No, really, I don't. Really? Does that turn you on at all? No, like not even a bit. It's not my type. It really isn't. Very strange. I didn't realize that, but yeah, it's true. That's a bit of. I've never considered that before, but there you go. That's the type of entertainment you expect when you come to my channel. Fine. Let's start talking about geeky stuff. I'll pull up. Whoop, there, a second. I'll pull up some thumbnails. Doink. Dun 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 dun, dun. Indestructible Captain Scarlet. Bum, bum, bum. I'm in the wrong folder. That's why I'm looking at it confused. I'm looking at one like one of these people go, huh? You are. I live in a strange place, man. I live in a strange world, right? I live in a strange reality. There we go. Doink. I love Angry Jody Bear. I think they're going to be with us for a while, Angry Jody Bear. I do. I think you're going to be with us for a while. God bless you. Love a duck, darling. Love a duck. Maybe because I'm a Londoner. Let's go. Let me just make sure Rumble's on. Oh, we're rumbling nicely. Darren Evans over in Rumble. Thank you, Darren. Holding the fort there. Good man, sir. Keep it steady, sir. Scream Rant does itself with the dumbest Doctor Who article of all time. Oh, this one's crazy, even for me. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Well done, Scream Rant. Silo, I quite like it. I didn't realize it was a Rebecca Ferguson thing. Apparently it is. Okay, and we haven't met this one other character either. And we had one line from Tim Robbins. Okay. Oh yes, we're talking about this tonight. We'll keep it away. We knew. Okay, really? In the least surprising news ever. What was I? Yes, we knew, mate. We knew, and we are going to get to Citadel today, right? I'm going to get to Citadel. I was watching Matrix. Resurrections, a new one, the last one, which is a little bit shit, but I like a lot of it, right? I do like a lot of it, right? I do. They had in it, what's the name? The woman from Citadel, Piria, whatever her bloody name is. Oh, she's so hot. Hey, 1 second. Do I edit the broadcast? It should let me see the little text. There you go. What's the name with it? Priyanka Chopra, right? Oh, freaking gorgeous. She is gorgeous. That's my type. There you go. You worked it out. Of basically any skin tone or hair color, right? That variety. There you go. Yeah, so we will do that tonight. And we'll look at the end of Marvel, Guardians of the Galaxy, Mass Leaders, Points of Box. So I am looking forward to seeing this, however. I have to tell you, I mean, as soon as it's on Disney Plus, I am watching that. And I'm actually looking forward to, right? So yeah. So we got some more Shooty doing Shakespeare clips. It doesn't get better. I hate to tell you, it doesn't get better, right? Everybody hates Rusty Davis. This is probably quite a good sign. Probably that it's pissing everybody off. We do have a new here. Well, before we get to the chat, let's go to this. We have a new incoming from Jinx Monsoon. Right, Jinx Monsoon, the ambassador for Doctor Who. It's actually very funny.
From the UK. That's a UK song. So I don't know if anyone...
Okay, that was funny. I'm just like... I don't know. The whole drag thing skews me out now, mate. I wish you hadn't done the drag queen story hour. I mean, like, I really wish you hadn't done that. That really skews me out. I was fine up until then, right? Genuinely. I had no problem. Now I'm like, oh, God. I'm just thinking about your dick, okay? That's what's going on. I'm just thinking about your dick, okay? That's all that's happening now because of this. It's, you know, that never happened before. But really, yeah, this is a new thing for me. That never happened before. I'm just like, oh. So before it was like, oh, how fun, the drag queen, yay. Now I'm like, there's a dick in there. Ah! I'm like, really? I was fine. I was fine until drag queen story hour. Mother, it really is. I mean, it really, yes, I was fine. Oh, get up.
Here's British, so
This is very funny.
sorry if you're feeling really like called out right now. But they do this thing where they, instead of hello, like a decent person would say to someone on the street, instead of saying like, hello, how are you? They go, you okay?
Oh, darling, you are, you know, you are Trist. I mean, like, this is the way most people would say, you okay?
You all right? And as an alcoholic, that is like really triggering.
Yeah, look, Jinx, mate. Oh, it's just like. This is why we normally keep drag away from kids, right? Because it's inappropriate. Yeah, it's funny. And it's adult humor for adults, right? For grown-ups. This is not... Yeah. Oh.
To just start a conversation like that? You okay? You don't know me! You don't know what I did last night!
Again, very fun. Genuinely, I like it. Genuinely, I like it. But, mate, you trying to make it kosher for me has made it not kosher. Oh, you should have just left it alone, okay? And look, kids out there, just leave it alone, okay? That's what you got to learn now. Leave it alone. No, just leave it alone. No, just leave it. Oh, stop, take up it. No, just leave it alone. No, just leave it alone. Just leave it. Oh, no, just leave it alone. Just say, look, go play with Barbie. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, sex this. Oh, just leave it alone. Leave it all alone. Oh, kids today, mate. Kids today. Make me cray. Kids today. They're 53. That's how old they are. So kids. Fine, let's get in the chat. Here we go. Knock, anyone home? I am home, College. How are you? We might actually do a Big Finish review tonight of the Fourth Doctor. I mean, it's they're really slowing down there. Big Finish for me. I'm sorry to tell you. Darren Evans said, well, I did enjoy Once and Future. How you doing, Jeremy? And those lurking. Paul Tozen is there. How you doing, Paul Tozen? And Lord Sid is there. How are you? And may I tell you, I do like to let the hate flow through me, baby. Oh yeah, it feels good. Have you heard the latest about the 14th series? It gets worse all the time. What now? The Beatles? Disco TARDIS. Not camp as it. So not camp, is it? No, I said a super cap. It's going to be super. But I don't know. Listen, I have to wait and see it, right? I have to wait and see it. I haven't heard about the Disco TARDIS. Let me see if anyone's sent me messages about that. Hang on, let's have a look. Something came in. No, I got it. Oh man, I got to read this. I can't read this out aloud. Right. It's okay. Fine. So this is a juicy rumor. Fine, we're going to get to we'll get to this after. This is a cool rumor. Interesting. Okay. What did we do? Can I say this? Yeah. Okay, fine. That much. That much I can say that happened. Okay, fine. We will get to that. Interesting rumor. Just good. I don't know. Listen, I gotta see it, or I gotta see a trailer. Gotta say something, right? So far, everything they presented me has been good, with the exception of the Jinx Monsoon reveal in costume, right? And that's because I think Russell just doesn't understand. It's a problem nowadays. Yeah, I think it's like people were talking about earlier about like it doesn't compute why people are upset. Why they were fine with it? Why were they upset now? Because of Drag Queen Story Hour. Specifically because of that. And it's chopping and like this sudden it's suddenly cruel to not allow a child who's never had sex to have his penis and balls cut off, right? You know, I don't think it's kind to do that. I think it's cruel. I don't think we should have an environment to influence children that this might be a good move for them, because almost everybody does it says no, right? I mean, like the suicide rate is pretty darn high. And it's not because society doesn't accept them. How much more can they be accepted? I don't mention the colors could change though. That's what I think. I think the colors could change. I thought the purple was cool. Doomsday is here. Doomsday. Thank you for joining us. So Russell David is first, all insulting the right. We have a Welsh actor who leads a party that believes in secure borders and likes unity. Who's that? We have the Welsh actor who I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know. Rusty is first of all insulting the right. A Welsh actor who believes in. Again, mate. All right, let me tell you a story of being triggered about things that could well be real, right? All right. And you might be right, okay? You might be right about everything. You don't know until we see it. On this one, I think you have to give it the benefit of the doubt until we see something, right? Yeah, I'm going to tell you why. Most people tell you Westworld is, died in the second season, killed itself in the second season, and I totally, completely believed it, having watched it, right? It had all the hallmarks of like a series going woke and destroying itself. It really genuinely did. That's how it felt. However, now in hindsight, not in hindsight, because I thought season 3 wasn't bad. I wasn't really paying attention. It was a bit confusing. But season 4 got my attention because it was exceptionally good storytelling. So I went back and rewatched it. So I decided to do a rewatch of the entire series, and to my amazement, season 2 wasn't woke. Right, season 2 was not woke at all. Everything is dependent on how you view things, right? On your emotional state as you're viewing it. Right, if you have a hatred towards it, you will. Okay, here's a real clear indication of this. Most people are equally shitty and equally nice, right? Why do you like some people? Why do you dislike some people? Because you focus on the negative traits of those you dislike, and you focus on the positive traits of people you do like, right? That's really saying most people are equally good and bad, right? I mean, yeah, you get some arseholes. But that's just it's all it's all on your attitude towards it. Now, what you're saying might be completely correct, Matthew Barrett. You're 100%. I'm not arguing with you at all, right? I'm just saying it's like we don't know yet. We don't know yet. Don't count it out yet. Okay, right? It might be good, right? Honestly, I have to see everything in context, right? Including Jinx Monsoon. I mean, clearly a talented person. Knew how to tell a joke, right? That was quite impressive. Then we have a possible gay doctor and a female wrestler. Again, everything's got to be in context. Right? A gay doctor I'll be surprised about. I mean, it just might be shooty acting. I mean, you got to keep that in mind. We'll look at what's his name? Him doing Romeo and Juliet. I'll finish the chat as well. Please, bring back the Altons. Sat down and watched Spirit Space, said the Solder Engines. Oh, awesome. Last night. Strongly prefer those designs over the ones with the big goofy heads. What Altons do we have today? What Altons do we have today with big goofy heads? I mean, you had the ones from what's her name? What Altons do we have? We had like the store dummy ones in rows, but I don't remember seeing any other Altons. I really don't. The Rathon room is a rumor. However, Neil Patrick Harris confirmed that his former Doctor is gay. No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. He confirmed a gay man is playing the Doctor. I look, maybe he is, but I don't think he's going to be gay in the show, right? I think it's going to be asexual, right? I think that's what I think is going to happen. I've got a crazy idea, guys. Just have a fun science fiction about a man saving planets from evil and a gay romance in space. That's a good plan. I just think that's going to happen. Dude, man, you got that, Matthew. You got such a negative attitude, mate. You might be right, but you know, take a breath. Take a breath. A bit of the thing so far is a right political. Yeah, no, he would always be that way. Okay, that's just his writing, right? That's just what it would have been, no matter what was going on, right? Such a big audience, lol. Says Quiet Storm. Well, it's not so quiet tonight. What are we up to? To think as a child and I watched Doctor Who because the monster and visual. This gay agenda is just ridiculous. I don't think. I don't know. We have to wait and see, mate. Right? Genuinely, just wait and see. Right? If he has a first trailer and he's mincing across the screen, I'll go, oh, that's pretty gay. Okay? If he looks gay, I'll agree with you if that's what it is. Right? But we don't know yet. Rusty Davis, you were the chosen one. It was said he would destroy the Jodians and not bring them to light of Doctor Who. Not leave Doctor Who's light. Not leave it in the darkness. Yes, I know. Sorry, that was a very good quote. Sadly, yes. Even a Motherizer episode I heard, or I won't watch it. Okay, look, it might not be for you. Rabbi, you are bonkers. Well, look, that is true. Well, really, what bit are you responding to? That I'm bonkers. I'm taking was bad. Rabbi's a bit bonkers. Okay, fine. We got probably agreeing. Yes, now it's a show for trans fluid or some gay people. I don't know. Is it going to be that? I don't know. I don't think it's going to be that. The clampdown will come when it proves to be a success, and then they'll employ minions to go after illegal enterprises cashing in on the show. Well, that's probably true. Yeah, well, it looks Disney, hasn't it? I will call the Rabbi bonkers only if he praised the Jodie episode. Well, I can't. They're all awful. Thank God for that. I'm not bonkers then. I'll take you. I don't know. What problem he's got that. I don't know what that means. He's got that a little bit bonkers. I could go with that. We're going to need an angry cat bear. I don't know. I probably will be buy the rights for. Listen, here's the thing. Are we going to look at that article? There's an article on CBR about how the Russo Busters are shitting themselves, that they're going to be made completely irrelevant. Yes, you are. We're going to make our own media, baby. Honestly, the monopoly they have over us is about to just be blown away. And it's interesting. You know what it's like? Do you remember that bit in what was it, Revenge of the Sith, where the Jedi with the big pointy head stopped here? Let me do I have that? I think I have that movie. Let's have a look. We'll get that clip. If I have that. I think I do. Hang on, wait for it to come up. On my other drive, I certainly have a Star Wars folder. Oh, maybe it's on the other drive. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, right? We'll have to wait and see. I think it's on the other drive. Yes, I think it's over there, but I think it's already connected. Let's find out, shall we? Scanning. So yeah, it's I think I do. That's it. I got my sci-fi folder. I think I got Star Wars in here. Hey, there we go. Do I have the prequels? I'm not sure if I got the prequels in here though. No, I don't. Look at me. Look at me being dismissive. One second. Okay. Oh, hang on. I just had a voicemail came in. How long is this? Oh man. Okay, I better play something if I'm going to listen to this. It's over a minute long. What do I have to play? Do we do the Christmassy intro? I don't know. I don't want to do a whole sketch. What do we have? That's not long enough. Porn Jody clip. What's the Westworld intro? Okay, one sec. I don't know. Hang on. Do I have any video clips to play? Let's have a look. Okay, yeah, that's what we'll do. Fine. We got Shooty. We got a longer Shooty doing Romeo and Juliet. Let's see what that is. It's like English isn't his first bloody language. It's really weird. Fine. So I'm going to mute my mic so I can play this. Okay, here I go. Muting the mic.
My lips to blushing pilgrims ready stand to smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss.
Good pilgrim, you do wrong your hands too much, which mannerly devotion shows in this. For saints have hands that pilgrims' hands do touch, and palm to palm is holy palmer's kiss.
To tell you, I've been to Disney a lot, and that's better. Is there any more of him? What's going on? I got more coming in. Hang on. I've got to mute my mic again. Trying to get the thing working. Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, why was he speaking like English wasn't his first language? Like, here, one second.
My lips to blushing pilgrims ready stand to smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss?
I don't know. Maybe because he's so super gay that he's not make me believe he's
Good pilgrim, you do wrong your hands too much, which mannerly devotion shows in this.
I mean, in all fairness, they are both shit. I mean, they really. I mean, like genuinely, this is like the worst Shakespeare I've ever seen.
For saints have hands that pilgrims' hands do touch, and palm to palm is holy palmer's kiss.
I mean, it's like they don't know what the words mean that they're saying. They're truly awful. Okay. I don't understand, mate. I don't understand. Okay, I don't understand. Let's get back to the chat. There we go. Where was I up to? Hey, chat. Sorry, trouble in paradise. So I'm listening proverbially from. Well, I hope your paradise gets back together again. Should I compare these to something? It's weird. It is very weird, isn't it? Even Google Assistant can't say his name right. That is funny. What was the no? I wonder what that was. It was 7:20. It's about 20 minutes ago. I don't know. I'm burnt out on Marvel, but I think I'm burnt out on DC. Well, look, DC again. If there was a Snyderverse like Batman with like Deathstroke, you would so on HBO Max. Like, yeah, if you're going to get two first-run Snyderverse movies a year plus a Snyderverse series on HBO Max, that's worth subscribing for, right? That's what they should be doing. That's how they should allocate the budget. 2 Snyderverse projects, movie projects, and 2 TV shows, right? That and that way you would have hype going all year round. Yeah, minimally. But on Marvel, you're not going to go see anything Marvel. Shut up. Like Batman, they will reboot. They could have got a Gotham guy Gaslight. I mean, that's what they should be doing in the big screen. That would be incredible. Fine. Kel Lynch went back to work. Bye, Kel Lynch. Thank you for joining us. The small side shooting. I know very little of. Kenny Act, I'm being serious. That's true. I always assumed he was going to be awesome. I always assumed he was going to be a great actor, right? Everybody say okay. The reason I assumed that is because Rusty Davis. I knew he had other people lined up, right? And Shooter came in and blew them all away, right? So what on earth was it? Like, what on earth was it? And then you got to remember that Chibnall said that Jonah's audition was breathtaking. No, it wasn't. We've seen a performance. You know, I don't know what you see. I mean, like, but I still have faith. I'm not like Matthew Burrows. Matthew Burrows like, it's all gonna be bad. I mean, maybe it is. I don't think so. But if it's bad, it might be that bad. You are right. If it is that bad, it might be that bad, right? That. So you're making a fairly good point. My pronouns. I am sleeping. Go away. These are good things to identify yourself by. So, where are we up to? Fine. Conan Archer is here. Despite some actors might think just because a character is played by a gay actor doesn't mean he's going to be. It's called that. Yeah, I mean, like, that's what I think too, right? That's what I think too. Mustard McCracken, how you doing? How you doing, my so good sir? Thank you for joining us. Wait, who are we up to now? I'm whizzing through the chat right now. Dying or cringe right now. Oh, he must be up to Romeo and Juliet bit, right? Okay, there you go. Mustard McCracken, DC managed to go all like 20 years without making a single good movie outside of Batman films. No, I don't understand. It is true, right? It is true. I don't know. I mean, like Brandon Ross Superman was really shit. I'm sorry, but you know what? Even that will probably play better now. Like everything, the standards are so low now. Yeah, we know how Scooty blew Russell away. I do get I'm like really. Everything's about Russell getting laid right now. I mean, really, it's like it comes out and it's like, you know, the producers, Springtime for Hitler. It was like, ah! And he's like, yeah, but he said he'll put his fist up my ass. I'm like, oh, I do hear it. And while Shakespeare's not my thing, I can appreciate a good performance. Those two in Shakespeare production are just awful. Learn to yes! I agree with you completely. Right? I agree with you completely. Do you have any Shakespeare on my who is yeah, we did look at, and it doesn't have to be a traditional one. I'm going to look at Romeo and Juliet, right? Oh well, good news. Righteous Gemstones Volume 3 Season 3 is coming. That's worth subscribe to HBO Max. So I freaking love that. I'm just looking for a good version. No, not that one. Not that one. I don't know. I don't want to pour anything that's not good, so I don't know. Yeah, and it just came up with a shooty one. Man, that shooty one was not good. I don't have any good Shakespeare to hand, right? I do apologize. Fine, I am going to put on a sketch now because I desperately need to go and pee, right? Desperately need to go and pee. I was umming and ahhing. I was like, do I ever go and sit down again? Maybe I won't need to go pee so much. No. Turned out I really definitely need to go pee again. Fine. So we're going to watch the Web of Cain.
Hello. Can I help you? Yes. I'm bad. You're bad? Yes. What do you want me to do about it? Stop us. Wait a minute. Doctor. No. Doctor. Ah, that's it. You fear me now, Doctor. What do you want? I'm not sure. I haven't thought of anything yet. Oh. Maybe I should come back tomorrow. Yeah, come back tomorrow when you've had a chance to think things through. Yes, yeah. I will have a plan, and you can stop me if you can, Time Lord. All right. See you then. What if I were to hollow out the Earth's core and replace it with a giant motor so I could pilot the planet anywhere in the universe? Been done. You're sure? Yeah. You're the expert. Let me do the talking. It's for me. Yes? I came yesterday. Oh, yes. I brought a friend. Hello. Hello, Doctor. Hello. You thought of anything yet? Oh, yes. I shall drain the world's oceans into the Earth's white-hot molten core and boil them away. What for? Power. Power over what? The sea. Well, again, it's been attempted, but I suppose I'd better stop you. Oh, great! That is excellent, Doctor. When's all this likely to happen? Soon, Time Lord. Well, when? Monday. You know it's a bank holiday. Tuesday. I can't do the morning. Wednesday. Wednesday. All day? Yes. All right. Wednesday all day. I'll see you then. Come on. Come away. Let's go and do it. Let's do it, Doctor. He's the Doctor. I understand, Doctor. Silence, Doctor. Oh, you got me doing it now.
Where have you brought me to this time, old girl?
Woo.
Oh.
He's nice, isn't he?
Oh, did I need that pee? I think the level of the Canary just went up. That's where, although our water doesn't go in there, apparently it goes with our own aquifer. He looks like Jimmy Savile. God, that's very disturbing. Did that Jimmy Savile thing ever come out? The BBC was doing. I mean, I thought it was a bit weird. The BBC were doing it. Maybe they should like keep that quiet, right? Maybe we shouldn't talk too much about the Jimmy Savile. No, apparently he's fine with talking. They're fine. Okay. Nothing bad went on there at the BBC, man. By the way, huge game changer. Twitter with Tucker Carlson streaming onto there. That's why I'm making it my video home. That's why I stream onto Twitter every freaking day, right? That is why I'm making it a platform du jour. Now they're investing money into it, right? If I can just keep going until it picks up, I've been early enough. That if they make they make a TV app, which is what they're talking about, that'll be awesome, right? Like that'll be the best way of delivering your content via Twitter that people can react to instantly, right? I think that'll be great. Well, I'm doing it right now, right? Literally doing it right now. Fine. Let us get to some Doctor Who news, Doctor Who-y stuff. Let's see if there's any new Doctor Who news first. There we go. Doink. Hang on. Oh, Catherine Tate doing Eurovision. So yeah, the trailer is so dropping on Saturday, right? I hope it's going to be, well, if not, I'll stream on Sunday. I will do the trailer on Sunday, right? Hang on, share screen. Do I need to refresh this? Or is it like the same? This seems like it was the same as I searched earlier. Yeah, so this is weird. The BBC is filing an NFT trademark. I'm like, well, okay then. Of the logo. Dr. Phil theory reveals our 6th anniversary can solve bizarre canon mystery. Oh, we're not going to go. We're not being sucked into that. Stop. New Doctor Who 6th anniversary hint dropped. Hinted to drop Eurovision. Yes. Shall we start with that? Oh, well, let's also have that rumor. Yeah, we'll start with this. We have a few things to go through. I was it. And finally, I saw a Magic the Gathering story I'm interested in. Yeah, that's interesting. So let's have a look. Over here. So we have a new teaser trailer, right, coming in. Now, there's going to be a lot more going on with this. So Doctor Who 6th anniversary trailer hinted to drop before Eurovision. So what time is that? I don't think in the middle of Eurovision, no? No, Eurovision goes on a long time, maybe before Eurovision. 3 Captain Doctor Who anniversary teasers were released on BBC in the past 3 weeks. Is that? I thought it was the past week, wasn't it? With clues which mention Eurovision and the annual widely popular song contest that began in 1956. Catherine Tate, who stars as Donna Noble in the 3 Doctor. Do you think they're going to do something in Eurovision? All right. Somebody's been banned. Who got banned? What happened there? 1 second. I don't know. Well, look, whoever you banned, I'm glad you banned. Thank you very much. Do you think that is going to say meta's going to happen in Eurovision, right? And they're going to actually tie it in there somehow? That would be crazy. That would be absolutely crazy. That would be insane. They could really do for it, right? Who is Dave? Okay, I missed the whole thing. There must be a guy impersonating Dave. I'm not sure who it was. fine. So Catherine Tate stars as Donna Noble in the 3 Doctor Who 6th anniversary specials will deliver the results of the national jury live from the Liverpool Arena at the end of the televoting window during the Eurovision Grand Finale on Saturday, May 23rd. So what time's that going to be? So it's going to be 8 p.m. So I'm going on at 7. Okay, fine. So hopefully it'll happen while I'm on air. You're my wife now. Okay, thank you. Peter, thank you for letting me know. Was it some new Doctor? Wait, we're up to. Yeah, so it's going to be happening at 8 p.m. on. So some Doctor Who 6th anniversary special footage has always been shown on the teasers. Yeah, and I think these pictures at the beginning are important, right? To each one of these. I don't know. So we have these new images. Neil Patrick Harris looking very happy with himself. So let's watch that one. You're looking at 10 p.m. for voting. Oh, please, I'll be asleep. I'll be asleep. Leave me alone. Oh, it's too much. You're done too much. Here's the reverse, which is the right way around. You're done too much.
You're in everyone's head.
Okay, so 1 second. The laugh just now, the ha ha ha, that was Michael Goff. But here, this is the thing that people are all decoding. These numbers over here, right? This I think it's got the Eurovision date in one of these things.
You're in everyone's head.
Oh, well, also look. Oh, there's a bunch over here. It's over his head. I wonder what's going on. Hang on. Right, I think one of these things that ties into Eurovision. So do you think they're going to do something meta? I mean, it'd be really rough, but wow. That would be ballsy, right? That would be really, really impressive. Doctor Who referring in November 23, 3 special with David Tennant as a 14th Doctor, Catherine Tate, Don Noble. The following 50 minutes, Judy Gatt will star as the first full episode of the 15th Doctor. Looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it. This really singer doesn't look like a nice Jewish girl. Let's see who she is. Hang on. Israeli Eurovision. Who is she? 2023. We won one year. Who is this? Pictures. Oh yeah, no. She's your average hot Israeli. Yeah. She's that is very at here. 1 second. Let me see if I can get bigger pictures. Yeah, I mean, again, this is she's hot, but she's like, normal Israeli hot. There we go. Hang on. Let's get the image. Here it comes. Doink. Fine. Yeah. 1 second, share screen. Share screen. Here we go. Doink. So don't get me wrong. Very, very shaggable. I'm still not sure it's really part of Europe. Yeah, I don't know how we got involved in that. Right, that's her. This is her glammed up. There you go. Let's see if I can get any better snaps of it. 1 second. Oh yeah, no, she's definitely hot. That's another picture of her. Yeah, no, she's gorgeous. And another one. Oh, there you go. That's not a good one. There you go. Doink. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, she's movie star looks. Will she be any good? Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, okay, reasonably hot. We agree, right? We agree. I think Resident Evil 2 is a special sooner. It's looking like World War 3 as an attempt at Putin's life is fake. I would say World War 3 is going to start for last year. It's like I'm like numb to it now. IDF girl from World War Z. That is true. She was very hot. She's a 12 out of 10, said Matthew Burrows. Well, okay. Kind of Israel, baby. This is not unusual in Israel. I have to tell you. Land of milk and honey, baby. Yeah, no, it's the land of the incredibly hot people. Jonathan Cox is here. How you doing, Jonathan Cox? Fine. Let's have a look at bounding into comic. Oh, what's this one? Anything new over here? What's this? There you go. This will Doctor Who anniversary gives a final clue to Neil Patrick Harris's returning character. The latest TV spot of the Doctor blah 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 reveals Neil Patrick Harris mystery villain and his potential powers. So the question is this: assuming it's the Toymaker and he's in the Toymaker's realm, right? How long's he been there? Did Jodie fall into the realm at the beginning of her reign? Right? That would be fabulous. That would really do the trick. Right? That would, man, nothing made me not want to see Wakanda Forever than watching bits of Wakanda Forever that are playing. I'm like, I have no interest in that movie at all. Here we go. A Doctor Who TV thought that gives a glimpse of Neil Patrick Harris' mysterious 6th anniversary villain. The celebrated 3-episode storyline is set to air in the fall of 2023. Yeah, in November. With David and Catherine starring, helmed by blah blah blah, Rusty Davis, Tennant, return 14th Doctor, blah blah blah, new incarnation. Shocked to learn that somehow they have a faith of the 10th. Yes. Following the last ominous 6th anniversary trailer, a new teaser was distributed by BBC Broadcast Media. So Brad Wolf Archives had it, and they reversed it, which we watched it already. I'll throw it up again. It's 10 seconds. Like, what's the big deal?
Eagle in everyone's head.
There you go. So yeah. So the following footage of the villain. Oh wait. So we battle archiving footage. Mysterious Doctor Who villain has been revealed. First showed in a sequence where he was dressed in a tuxedo and dancing amidst chaos in the streets. By the way, if Jinx Monsoon is back already, as we saw, like, that can't be so much of a major role. It was like, I don't know. I think maybe they might have bigged that up a bit, right? No? How could this thing? It was like a week's worth of filming. This is followed by the footage of the villain encountering the 14th Doctor and takes Donna Noble in his previous scene shopkeeper attire. Did they see each other in the trailer? Hang on. Go back over there again for a second. We don't know they're looking at each other. This is like, they look like they're coming up to the shop, but we don't know that they're in the no. I don't think we did. We know that he walks to, like, he comes up to the shop. Right.
Eagle in everyone's head.
Okay, so they're wrong. I think he said, well, they said he's been in everybody's head. Right. As previously seen in the shopkeeper's tire, when reverse Harrison laugh can be heard, it's not Neil Patrick Harris's laugh. It's the whole point. It's Michael Goff's laugh. Right. And the doctor states, you've been in everyone's head. I think he said he's been in everyone's head. I thought he said he's been in everyone's head. I might be wrong. There's no better as a villain from the Doctor's past. Well, obviously. The 6th anniversary we'll see is the incarnation gone face to face with many foes, including comic villain Beep the Meat. Beep is made his debut in 1980. The fourth Doctor. Blah blah blah. Are you not talking about the actual point of the story? Having been so the character is a powerful threat, having been playful but men with this here when they start talking about it. However, while Beep's television debut has been confirmed, Harris's villain, yeah, we know. So it's currently speculated that Harris will be playing a modern incarnation of the Celestial Toymaker, first played by Michael Goff in 1966. The Toymaker is an insane, all-powerful immortal who plays with the cataclysmic games to distract himself from isolation. Despite his incredible power, he hasn't been seen on television since his first story. It was mentioned briefly in 2020 by in Kenny Him. I forgot about that. That's interesting. The Toymaker's return will be the perfect way to celebrate the classic. So it will also be the perfect way to retcon Jodie. I mean, like, let's not forget. Oh, wait a minute. Was it this one? Yes. This was a story where they were supposed to regenerate Hartnell. Yes. Celestial Toymaker was a story they're supposed to regenerate Hartnell, like change his appearance, right? Because they could do that because when he vanished. But he went on to do another 6 months or whatever, right? But it was a story where they were going to write him out and replace him with a different Doctor, right? So they might be doing that with Shooty, right? That actually might happen. Wow, that's interesting. While Doctor Who TV spots being kept the identity of Harrison under wraps, the new shots and dialogue are shot. Okay, also the laugh is Michael Goff from the Toymaker, from the Celestial Toymaker. Hints of power to control and manipulate people, further play into the theories that he could be portraying a modern incarnation of Toymaker. Again, I think reasonably obviously. No? I mean, like, reasonably obviously. Additionally, as there are many more teasers interrupt the BBC broadcast, it seems that we're likely to get a full trailer is around the corner. It's coming in on Saturday. Okay, Saturday. Rest assured, it's coming on Saturday. Well, not rest assured. I believe it's coming on Saturday. Let's see what else they got in the Doctor Who realm. Doctor Who, we'll read that rumor in a minute. And then Doctor Who season 4 of the cast. Why is there a picture of Jodie there? So yeah, so this is a so they spark beat here. I think we got another. Do we have any more footage from this? I think we do. Hang on, let me check. No. Is there? I thought I was going to get it, but and I think I decided I couldn't be bothered. It was too far in distance. It looked like Miller's first adventure, right? Which is going, oh, look at that. So the speculation is The speculation online was that they were going to be going to the 1969 Beatles rooftop performance, right? I doubt that though, because it looks like the costumes are much more early 60s to me, right? So hopefully, I don't know. So is there anything? Is this worth reading? Oh, so it's basically just the report, right? I mean, here it is right here. If I play it, I mean, there's really no sound. You can just see oh no, we've already played. I've already played one yesterday. Yeah, but you can just vaguely in the distance see Millie and the dog. So right, this is all. I think there's anything you can see there. Oh yeah, they're far in the distance is shooting cat. Oh, there's Millie Gibson. It's like pinpricks. Okay, they're very excited. I don't know. I don't even think it's worth downloading and all that. So the speculate. Oh, do you think he's playing Harvey Epstein? I don't know. But again, I like the idea of having Christopher Eccleston playing John Lennon. So yeah, listen, I do believe that yeah, they're meeting the Beatles, right? I do think that is going down. What else is there? I wanted to get to. Same thing about the network error, so we covered that. Oh, let's do that rumor. Hang on a second. Where is it? So yeah, I'm just reading this out. I'm not showing the message. That'd be crazy. Oh, I didn't have my camera. Well, I didn't know I was standing up. 1 second. Let me move that. So here, this is great. So apparently Chibnall was paying himself to do little jobs from the show's budget. We don't know what. Obviously, it was publicity for the show with the show related. Well, I think it's reasonable to pay yourself, quite frankly. Let me see. Originally, Rusty Davis wanted the Time Lords and the Daleks working together, but apparently Benjamin Cook talked them out of that. And they're not very nice about him. Yeah, there's some there are apparently some weird rumors about him, which I don't know. They don't enumerate here, but then they go about how the his time team crashed and burned. Just that he was showing them weird, overly sexual photos at his house. That's weird. That a bloke in the time team, right? Something like that. It was yeah, something along those lines. Oh, that was actually less exciting than I thought. Right? I'm like, yeah, who cares? Let's have a look at the news, and then we'll get to Citadel. What's going on? Ruth Wilson calls out Hollywood saying, well, come back. I do want to do the Richard Dreyfuss story tomorrow, so maybe I'll do that as well. There's no more background, less modern notion of female empowerment. That's true. Yeah, that is true. I like Ruth Wilson a lot. So I think we'll do that tomorrow, back to back with the Richard Dreyfuss story. Professor Drag Queen says I will fuck anybody who is like trying to fuck with you guys. Okay. Do you have any kids there, Charlie's, darling? I don't think you do you? New report claims Ant-Man and What's Going to Major lost more than 120 billion pounds for the yes! Nem. Yes. Oh, I love that. That's fantastic. Oh, that is fantastic news. Ah! Oh man, I should do this as a YouTube short. Just read the headlines. What's this? So who's coming to DCEU? Icon. I don't even know Icon. Okay, who else? Those milestone characters. That's interesting. I know. I'm not really that interested, but okay. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Chris Pratt says his faith gets him through every time the cancel culture mob comes to you. Well, listen, that's why you have adverse. Oh, I thought I had it on screen. Duh. That's dumb of me. That was painfully dumb. Fine. Let us get to Citadel, because I like Citadel a lot. Citadel's one of the best things on TV. This is a weaker episode than the other two, right? This is definitely a weaker episode than the other two, and it's still a ridiculous amount of fun, which we do not get enough of. And I like that it's got its own visual identity that's built up over 3 episodes, right? I like that things they have this thing where everything turns upside down and inverts. And I think that's the storytelling involved in it as well. So basically that if you look at the direction of this episode, that's exactly what happens. So we're starting off, we're in this like posh country house, stately Wayne Manor, where it really looks like stately Wayne Manor, doesn't it? Where what's his name? Stanley Tucci has been captured and is being tortured, right? And you have this long, slow tracking shot of it, like turning slowly, and he's being choked as she's eating, and he's and then he's like, "Oh, you're going to be horribly tortured." Then we got the very spy-ish title sequence. Spy again. This is great. This is just real high-level spy stuff, right? And both these leads are freaking awesome. Like I told her I was watching Matrix Resurrections last night, and she was in it playing the little Indian kid from the second and third one, right? I can't remember, but she's great in it. I love it. Like now I see her in stuff, I'm like, oh, I want to see more, right? This scene is just fabulous, right? And this scene is everything that's good about this show, right? It's just a lot of fun. Citadel. And I love that it's very globe-trotting. So it starts off in Spain. That's where she's been. And she's just got her memories back, right? So basically the story is this. They're both super-duper super spies. Super sexy, super-duper spies, right? Working with a super-duper super sexy spy organization called Citadel, right? And then one day Citadel falls. It's taken out by a super-duper evil spy organization. The conglomerate, I can't remember. Whatever, Thrush, right? Thrush takes it out, right? That's basically what it is. It's Uncle versus Thrush, right? Done modern, right? And they both have them. They're in a mission, and they're both thought to be killed, and they have their memories wiped. They can get their memories back if they get this injection from a suitcase that they put into their neck, right? So, but because their memory's wiped, it starts off with him. He's married to someone, has a kid, and just has amnesia about his life before. He's like, doesn't know who he is, right? And then he's basically lured to find out who he is. And he said, look, he's a spy. Stanley Tucci is a spy operator. Says you still got all the spy stuff in you. He throws a knife at him, he catches it. Oh, I must be a spy. So he's got all the muscle memory there. So if we get this MacGuffin suitcase, you'll get all your memories back, right? So he does that. But the thing with all his memories breaks. However, and Stanley Tucci is captured. However, he gets word that with the case comes the thing where other agents is, and he finds out where the Piriana shop, whatever her name is, his partner, and he goes there, and there's a evil thrush. I'm calling them thrush. That's who they are now. Evil thrush operative who's who's there waiting for them, right? Oh, one second. Okay, I just got a invite. 1 second. 1 second. I'll send them a voice message. I am streaming now, but I will be available, certainly for you, sir, in 40 minutes. Yes, I am quite excited to hear what you have to say. If I'm going on channel, I'm looking forward to it. If not, I guess I look a bit of a schmuck now. But yeah, what can you do? This is what we do in our quest to make content. Anyway, let me know what's up. Like, fine. And if that comes through, I will announce it if this finishes. Anyway, so she gets her memories back, and now she's a super spy. She takes out the guy who was going there. So now they're going to this safe house. Says, oh, these places were everywhere. She cleans up quite nice. Okay, she looks a bit rough there. Cleans up quite nice. So yeah, she's doing taking the nice bit of boob shop there as well. I didn't realize taking his bullet out, taking a bullet out with her boobs. That would be impressive. And she said, look, I barely know you. We only met once, we really don't know anything. So then back 10 years ago in Utah, this is at Citadel before the fall, right? Again, this is Uncle. And they do it very well, right? They do all the spy stuff really super duper well. Stanley Tucci tells them that they're going to be sent in to get this super virus or something into enemy headquarters. What's named Bird is always the boss in these things, so she's going to be the bad person at some point. And he spills the beans about what's going on. Said, well, why were we doing the briefing? Says, fine, now we do my James Bondy thing in here. And again, they needed to spend more time on this to flesh it out to make it work better. But it felt a bit rushed, but it's still a lot of fun. And yeah, he's breaking out with whatever, the MacGuffin, and they're coming after it. They're a big James Bondy thing, but again, it just feels a bit rushed, right? And he activates his. First he jumps onto somebody else's parachute. Then he activates his ski shoes, right? It's silly. Right, it's silly, but good chase sequence. I really like this. Again, if they just added in the extra 25 to 35 minutes of him breaking in, this would have been a much better episode. He's skiing, but he runs out of snow, right? And he's caught, right? He's caught by the Thrush agents, right? And he's like, oh no, but it turns out no, it's really she's a double agent. She takes them all out because she's the bestest ever, although she's hot as well, so everything's okay. And they escape and they meet, right? And so they start talking, and they you see him getting there's a friction there, there's a relationship there, they're about to kiss, and then she's like, no thank you. But 2 weeks later, again, everything turns upside down, and they're in bed together, right? I kind of like that she's a little bit, she's not so svelte. She's a bit like normal womanish, right? I think that just feels kind of a lot hotter to me, right? And she's got a few scars going on there. And so fine, they're together, right? So they're much more together than she's letting on. So then she's logging in. So there's the first got memory back, and she's like, how's the weather? Mostly sunny. Is it really you? Yes. So the package is safe, waiting for you, right? And so it's like, okay. Meanwhile, he's being tortured. And she's being English. And again, it's a good relationship there. This is like our UN days or something, right? And so they say, look, there's a virus that you wrote that stops us getting into this. You're going to let us in, and we're going to talk to you till we do it. So, well, I'm not going to let you in. They said, well, you might as well kill me then. And they just start torturing him for a while. Oh no! At first he says, "Oh yeah, my the password is suck my dick" or something like that. Meanwhile, back at the safe house, the Stanley Tucci's daughter, starts bonding with the daughter of Richard Madden and his wife. They had a kid while he lost his memory, and said, "Here, have this. This was my first knife." And the kid, obviously, we're going to have a Spy Kids franchise. They have a nice little conversation with Stanley Tucci's wife and Richard Madden's wife. And they just want him come back safely, right? So that I still have this scar from it. I won't hesitate. And in comes a guy who's going to be really horrible. And you hear him like have his teeth pulled out, right? One by one. But he's still cool under pressure, right? And then in walks the odd job of the henchman of it, and now I'm going to talk to you. And I think they're going to drill a hole in the back of his neck to put something in to make him brain do him or something. And he's like, wait, you can't do that. Why not? Because I know your wife is still alive, or your love of your life is still alive. What do you mean she's alive? I'll kill you. No, if you let me go, I'll take you to her. Right? Meanwhile, Richard Madden is talking to his wife. So we're just getting this worked out so we can come home to you. I'm a good-looking dishy bloke, and you're a good-looking lady, and we will have more babies together. So Priya Shankar or whatever is super hot now, all spied up, ready to go, and they're off to find the agent from earlier, right? So that's their mission right now. And so so they head to Morocco to meet this person. She can't meet him because she hates him, or he hates her, so he's meeting him instead, right? And he's like, we need to this information or whatever. I don't know. It's just a kind of a reasonably good, goofy spy bit. And he ended up putting a gun on him. He said, if you don't do what we want, well, I'll kill your son. And then he's like, okay. So I think they get the information and they're driving off, right? To the next part of the MacGuffin. It doesn't really matter. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. Finally, so Stanley Tucci said, okay, I want proof that she's alive. So here's a picture of her, right? And he shows a picture. And again, I like how everything turns upside down. The picture, I didn't catch that. The picture is of Richard Madden's wife, right? Richard Madden's wife. Also, they met in the Institute for People Who Lost Their Memory. She'd also had her mind wiped about 2 years earlier, right? So she's obviously in the spy game as well, right? And again, so this is much more of a get smart, Mission Impossible Man from U.N.C.L.E. type episode. I just found it a lot of fun, right? I just found it a lot of fun. I just had word. I'm gonna be wrapping up my Spurs tonight because I have word that Noah's doing a chill stream soon, so I'm going to go and get something to eat, and before I appear on that, which I'm looking forward to doing with gusto and glee. Thank you for joining me tonight. Join me tomorrow. We'll do closer to a 2-hour show tomorrow. I tried to make this an hour show, but then I had my psychotherapy in the first 15 minutes, which you very much helped me out with. I just had to say out that problem, right? I'm having trouble dealing with the normies, right? I'm having trouble dealing with the normies. They're all acting crazy and telling me I'm nuts. But then we talk about the objective reality. It is how I'm seeing it. So I don't know. I'm just confused. I am confused. But thank you for that. So I went a little bit alongside. Fine. With that, please like, share, subscribe. I'm going to hit the end broadcast button. And I'm going to say good night. Good luck.